Is it worth it? I don't know. e.l.f. $18 for foundation. Oh, e.l.f. Please say it's not true. Gosh. Let's see. Today it's going to be about this new e.l.f. foundation, or as they're calling it, let me get this right, the Skin Tint Light Coverage Dewy Finish. I've seen this reviewed a couple of times, and I'm telling you, I had to really think about whether or not I wanted to review this foundation for us older women, or just mature, really mature skinned women, because, I mean, it's e.l.f. and $18 for a foundation when one of my all-time favorite foundations, if you'll remember, was $8 and still is. I mean, this is $10 more. But it does have a mineral SPF of 50, water resistant for 80 minutes. And we're going to try this because when I went to purchase it, I couldn't find what I thought would be my normal color. So I got the medium neutral, and we're just going to try, and we may have to just see how we can make this work. But I have nothing on my face other than my skincare. We're just going to see if we can make this work. And I've laid out here in front of me everything else I can put on my face today that is e.l.f. I did a purge not too awfully long ago, well, actually a few months ago, and I got rid of a few e.l.f. products, and one of the things I got rid of, it looks like, was my camo concealers. They were getting old, and it was time to get rid of them and replace them, and I just haven't replaced them, and when I was at the store, I had forgotten that. I'm gonna shake this up now. Okay, sounds like there's a ball in there. Can you hear it? Okay. And I'm going to use this little palette, and we're going to, whoops. Okay, it's very liquidy, and I have my e.l.f. Complexion Duo. Love this brush. We'll see what the coverage looks like without concealing anything first. And I do understand that this is buildable from what I've heard others say, so we're just gonna, ooh, boy, it is glowy. This has a bit of a fragrance to it, and I will tell you that if you don't know, I am very, very sensitive to a lot of fragrances. We're gonna see. I don't know how this is going to show up when I edit this, or what you're seeing. Yeah, I can see I'm looking in my little viewfinder, I can see a lot of shine right here, a lot of glow. I don't think I used too much. All right. Let me get my little Dollar Tree mirror here. So many of you have asked where I got this. Dollar Tree. And I bet they still have them. Okay. I see my dark spot right there that's big. And I'm seeing a little bit of spotting right here and right here. I'm gonna try just a tiny bit more on those areas. I think obviously it's a little dark, and what did I say this was? Medium neutral. I usually wear a neutral. Let me stipple this. I like a little bit of glow, but gosh, I mean, this is a lot of glow, and my skin feels wet. I don't know if this is going to dry down. Let's do this. Let's get a tissue. I mean, my skin is not oily at all. I'm going to wipe this off of my brush as much as I can. There you can sort of see what I was able to wipe off. And see if I can... That seems to be a little bit better through here. Does this ever happen to you where something like a foundation, you know immediately that this may not be for you? This may not be for me. It may be for you, but if you have extremely dry skin, and I'm normal, leaning toward dry. It's like the older I get, the drier I get. And at 82, my skin is much drier than it used to be, but it's not super dry. It's still a little bit sticky. I don't know if that's the sunscreen, could be, but let's go on. We'll just see how this goes as I apply other products. My nails, I know you're going to ask. I love them. I absolutely love them. I'm not sure of the color. It's their gel. I went to the salon and got them. I want to say it's, but I don't know the brand, but number 141, and I think the title had Dare in it. But they're gel, and they are pink, summer pink. I don't know. We may have to use some powder on this later if this doesn't change a bit. I see that my big age sunspot right there. All right, can't use everything e.l.f. because for some reason I don't have an e.l.f. pencil either, and I would have sworn I did. But this is the Ulta brand, the Ulta Beauty in, I think this is Emerald Metallic. I mean, my skin in real life, looking in my mirror here, looks greasy. We'll just see if we can fix it. I'm getting a lot of questions about Biscuit. Biscuit is going today for his first physical therapy session. He's going to do the underwater treadmill. It's going to be interesting. Now Biscuit does know how to swim, and he loves the water. So we went last week. This has been almost a month now since he hurt his back. And by the way, I'm using the e.l.f. palette. It's the Perfect 10 eyeshadow and ombre 10. It looks like it's the color, and it looks like that. When we took him back last Friday, his doctor told us that basically they had done just probably everything they could do for him. The only other thing would be surgery, and they couldn't guarantee anything with surgery. But we did schedule his first physical therapy treatment, which is today. He said, he may not ever get any better than he is. We just need to face the reality of it. And he said, but then again, he could get different degrees of better. He could get to the point where he's as good as he was before the accident. So we just don't know. But we've decided we're going to do the physical therapy. We're going to, other than surgery, we're going to do everything we can for him to make his life as good as it was before. We don't want him in pain. We don't want him giving into those back legs if he doesn't have to. He's still, he can get up on his back legs. He's not dragging his back legs the way he was. Still, I say he looks like an old drunk man. He just walks, he wobbles, that back end is all over the place, and toes are turned in. And he was walking on the top of his little feet where he turns them under. He's not doing that as much, so we know that's getting better. But he's okay on smooth surfaces. I mean, he's still wobbly, but you get him on the grass or on the pavers, and he's having a hard time walking. We've also been able to start walking him, taking him on little short walks. Right now, he can go a block, and that's as far as they want us to take him, at least for right now. But he's not taking any medication at this point. He does want to get up on the couch. I will tell you that. And of course we can't let him because there's the danger of him jumping off. He sleeps with us. He won't jump off of the bed, but he will jump off of that couch in a heartbeat if he hears something, or a delivery truck or someone coming from the front to the front door. Okay, these colors aren't listed in any way, but that was this. And I'm going to go with this one right here. And I have my little color switch, and all this will be listed underneath. This already seems to be settling in. Maybe it's going to be better than I thought. So he is better. And if you're new and just watching this video because maybe you saw the title and you are curious about how this new e.l.f. Halo Glow Skin Tint works on mature skin, I'm Patti, rxstrmom. I've been on YouTube now for about 13 years, I think, maybe more. When I first started, I was the oldest female in the beauty space, lifestyle space here on YouTube, doing videos. I think I'm going to do a third color, and I'm going to go into this little bit darker color. I am not a trained makeup artist or anything like that. I'll be 82 in a month, so I am basically 60 years of, at least, learning makeup on my own face. I've said often that there are no makeup police, and there are no fashion police. So, there you go. All right, I am going to do a little bit darker shadow as an eyeliner, and I think I'm going to go into this last one. So I started off with this one on this end, and I'm going to this one. I'm getting as close to my eyelashes as I can. There's no right way, there's no wrong way. What I have done all these years is I just sit at my little vanity, wherever it is. It may be an actual vanity or makeup table of some sort. I have many times I've sat on the side of the tub and you set my makeup mirror, everything up on the sink vanity, and sat there and practiced. Tried different things to see what works and what doesn't work for me. And basically what this is today, trying this new e.l.f. foundation or skin tint, it's basically what I would be doing there, is trying it, seeing if it works. If you're new, if you haven't seen these, and there are different brands of it, this is what it looks like. It's a tin, and this is a sponge. And you can just clean your powder off of, this doesn't work with liquids or creams, but powders, but you can use it for blush or powder or eyeshadows, so that if you want to use the brush again for something for a different color, say, you can just clean it off. It'll be listed. Let me open the eyeshadow back up, and I'm just going to take a color, any color, and I'm going to powder my lashes. And the reason I do that is because I may have some oil from my skincare or cream in my lashes, and I want that mascara to stay on. I'm cleaning the brush because that was a dark color, but I'm going to go back into that light color and just go over my brows for the same reason. Now we'll use, this is e.l.f. Incredicurl. I like this mascara. Not the best I've ever used, but for e.l.f., for a very inexpensive mascara. We have company coming again, which we're excited about. Jim's younger son, and they did this time last year and had so much fun that they decided to do it again this year. He and his wife have, and many of y'all know about her, but a daughter who is, 8.5, that's hard to believe, and a 6-year-old son. They were in Washington, D.C. He worked had a very high-level job with the government, and he retired last spring. And his wife still works for the government, but she took a job, and they've been where she's from in the Minneapolis area. He's a stay-at-home dad. Let's do these brows. The e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. One of my favorites, $3. So what he did was they left Minneapolis in the car, he and the 2 kids, and they drove to St. Louis, spent the night in St. Louis, went to a ball game, a Cardinal game. He sort of plans it around that. And then they drive to Memphis to see Jim's other son and his family. And they stay there 2 or 3 days and do some sightseeing there. And then Jim's, that son who lives in Memphis, they also have a lake house in North Mississippi on Pickwick, if you're from that area. So they all go to the lake house from there and stay a few days, enjoy the lake life. And then the younger son and the 2 children drive to us here in Pensacola, Florida. And they will get here Sunday. And then their mother is going to fly in on Tuesday and stay until Friday. And then Friday, she and the children will fly back home, and Jim's son will drive all the way back by himself, and that will just be glorious for him. I think he gets a good break. So they did that last year, and it worked out great. So they are doing it again this year. So we've been planning. We'll go to the Air Museum for sure, and obviously spend time on the beach. Remember, our eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so they don't have to look just exactly alike. Well, this is dried down just a little bit, and it's not part of it. Part of it could be the color. It's just the wrong color. When I did my purge and got rid of some things, one of the things I got rid of, I think I mentioned, was my camo concealer. And gosh, I can't remember that, but I can't find it, so I must have gotten rid of it. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Multitasker. Again, all this will be listed. I don't know. I'm looking in my mirror right here, and my viewfinder there, a little bit too much. Dabbing it off on this towel that I have on my table. There's something right there. I'm going to try something else. I have this Brow and Eye from Milani highlighter, and it's real, you can see, light on one end here. You see it? And then darker on the other end, more like a, which I sort of like. I think I'm gonna did that help? I don't know. Okay. This is the e.l.f. bronzer and contour. Has the doe foot. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna wipe that foundation or skin tint off of there. I don't want to get too much. We'll use my same brush. Sort of get this double chin. I'm not used to my foundation being this dark. And I'm just going to pat what's left right here. I have the Halo Glow Beauty Wand e.l.f. in Berry Radiant. I had a bronzer in this too, and I couldn't find it, or contour. But again, the purge. Okay, I'm gonna just, this is a squeeze tube with like a sponge, and boy, I think I could, ooh, looky there. I mean, I see, that's why I didn't want to do this on my face. All right, I'm just gonna get a little bit of it off of the, very lightly. Stretching, pulling my face up or here to try to get in those wrinkles. Oh, I forgot about this. I have another new product. It's not new, it's new to me. It's the monochromatic multi-stick. I saw this. I've never purchased this before. And this is in, I think, sparkling rose maybe, but it's a little tube. I should have used this. Well, I know what I'm going to do with this. Let me put the top back on it. I know what I'm going to do with it. We're going to leave this like this. Tuning and tweaking, girls. Always tuning and tweaking. e.l.f. I'm going to have to do a little bit of, tiny bit of powdering. This is the high definition loose powder. I also, in the description below this video, I have brushes listed, all kinds of things. Make sure that you go under the video in the description, or the what's more, sometimes it's called, and just check and see what's there. It may be something that you need or you've been thinking about, and there will be a link to that particular item. And just click on that link and it'll take you right to that item where you can really read more about it, look at it, decide whether or not it's something you want to try for you, and order it right there. I am just using basically what's left. And then this is just way too much glow for me. Needed a little bit more powder and a bigger brush. I mean, it's summertime. I think I can live with the color. Looking at my neck, now I did bring it down, but looking at my shoulders and my arms are a little bit light. I can live with this color. Lipstick. I do have an e.l.f. pencil, and it's the Glide lip liner, and I'm telling you, when I first purchased this and tried it for the first time, and I actually did it for a video, I couldn't find the color of this, but it's like a wine color. I love it. Let's try this on top of it. It may not work. I think I might like that better as a blush. I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take it off, but I'm going to blot it. And then I'm going to go to my good old faithful Milani 09 Pink Frost. Been using this since I started my channel. I like it. My lips look a little bit cattywampus, but that's okay. All right. Okay, because of the powder that is no longer tacky, I would prefer a foundation or a skin tint or something that wasn't so glowy, shiny, oily looking. Had I had a chance, as much as I love e.l.f. and I absolutely adore e.l.f., I use it all the time. I've worked with them, but had I had a chance to test this, it just wouldn't be for me. I have a granddaughter and daughters-in-law and a daughter, so there will probably be someone who will love it. and they'll get it. And it may be for you. That's the thing. If you have extremely dry skin, if you like that really, really glowy look, you will love it. You'll love it. I like just a little bit of glow. That's why you rarely see me wear any kind of a highlighter. I mean, it's great that it has the SPF 50 in it. Really good. But I'm perfectly pleased with the finished look. But I had to work for this. If you like something super light on your skin, I think you would love this. See, I'm shiny right here. I want to thank you for last week's video. I mean, you obviously love the Quince clothing. I had some great comments about the Quince clothing that I showed you. So I'll link that video so that you can go back and click on it. And if you didn't see it, check it out. You might find some things that you like for summer too. It's really summer clothes. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind. Be kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.